What's going on, everybody? Lethal One up here, and guys, welcome back to another video. And in today's video, what an intro, we're gonna go ahead and talk about the official September PlayStation 5 update that just dropped. Some features which I knew about, some which I did not know about. So I'm excited to go ahead and dig into this. We're literally just gonna go off of the PlayStation block and just go down the list here and see everything that they added in. So without further ado, let's go ahead and look at this. All right, jumping into here, we're on the PlayStation block, so I'm going to go ahead and scroll down here because obviously we knew the M.2 SSD was coming, but there's some stuff that I did not know, especially with the PlayStation app and the official PlayStation Remote Play app. They got some cool little updates that I did not expect. So again, let's jump into this. So I'm going to scroll down here past a lot of stuff, but let's look at what they're doing with the pretty much, I would say, the user interface, right? That home interface. They made some enhancements, starting with the control center. It looks like it says players can now customize their control center move more freely, move kind of freely by rearranging or choosing which controls to hide or unhide at the bottom of the screen. You know exactly what I'm gonna do with this? Exactly what the picture implies. I'm gonna move that power button. Instead of all the way to the right, it's gonna go all the way to the left and make sure it's that first thing that pops up. But I like that they did that right. For people who I know didn't like the fact that they had to scroll all the way to the right and then choose shutdown and stuff like that, that's gonna be helpful. For someone like me, that's gonna be actually really helpful. Can I get out of this? Are we stuck here? Oh, okay, cool. We're just okay. We have to do all that. Nice. Let's jump in here. Enhanced game base. Players can now easily view and write messages to friends and parties directly from game base in the control center. Okay, I guess it's a lot better. I think a lot of people didn't like the fact they have to go back to that whole bigger splash screen, right? Open it all up. That's convenient. I like that. Game library and home screen updates. If you have PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 versions of the same game installed, they'll now appear separately in the install tab of the game library and on the home screen. God bless. That's something that I know myself included could not stand, is that I didn't know which version of the game that I was playing half the time. So this is going to probably be one of the biggest updates, I think, that a lot of people are going to be so happy about, because honestly, we got to be honest here, right? In the beginning of how the PlayStation 5 was working and everything, they did such a terrible job with really distinguishing which version of games you were playing for a while. I think when I first played Miles Morales, I didn't even know I was playing the PlayStation 4 version. I was like, I'm not playing I didn't know I wasn't playing the PlayStation 5 version. It's such a cluster of everything. But that's good. That's probably one of the biggest ones, honestly. Let me see. Let me jump down here. Let me see. PlayStation Now resolution selector and a connection test tool. PlayStation Now subscribers can choose between 720 or 1080, depending on the individual game, to accommodate their preferred video resolution for the game streaming. And then a streaming connection test will also help them identify and troubleshoot any problems with their connection. That's cool. I haven't touched my PlayStation Now in forever, but you know, the ability now to do more than 720p and do 1080, that's always a welcome addition in my book. This next one, I don't do them so often. And that's the accolades or accolades. I don't know. I think it's accolades. I don't use them often. So it says new accolade type, leader. Following an online match, players can award others with the fourth accolade type, and that's leader, which is visible on player profiles. I feel like either I miss it or I don't know. Somehow I did it before. The only time I ever did it actually was with Destruction All Stars. I was able to put an accolade, I think, or I exactly forget how it worked. This is a feature that I think is cool, but I don't see much use of it, if I'm being quite honest. Like, I'm not even, I'm a big PlayStation guy, so I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. Do you even touch this? Do you even care about it? Let me know down below. This sounded like a pretty cool one. Pretty much automatic captures of personal best videos. It says when players compete in challenges for a better time or a higher score and set a new personal best, a video clip of the action will automatically be recorded. Players can also share clips of their personal best directly from the challenge card in the control center or from their media gallery. Players have direct control over this functionality via their captures and broadcast settings. It seems like a cool thing. I think I kind of like that. It's stuff that I know I just don't personally use. I'll quickly just make sure I hit the record previous 15, 20 seconds or whatever to make sure I get that little clip there if I want something like that. But this is a cool thing. I think that's it's a cool thing. Trophy tracker. I think I saw some people talking about this one. We've added a new trophy tracker that lets players quickly access up to 5 trophies per game through the control center. You can see it right here in the screenshot. I guess I can blow it up right here. This looks nice. I like that. And you can even looks like you can even I don't want to say pin it. I guess whatever. You can pin it to the side of your screen, I think, to see it better, and maybe to get more of a like a tracker. Show the tracker while you're gaming or whatever. That's pretty cool. I actually like that. That's nice. I know also people said that they changed the viewing option, or you can maybe have the option to change the way you view your trophies. People hated, I think, the listed style, or I think it was the horizontal style, and now I went back to like more of like a list format. So I saw that. That's pretty cool. This one, I don't necessarily understand this one, but it seems cool. I just don't think maybe my TV supports it, but 3D audio support for built-in TV speakers. It says here, the PlayStation 5 September update adds support for players to experience 3D audio through their built-in TV speakers. Once enabled in the sound menu, this feature transforms standard 2-channel TV speaker audio into 3-dimensional sound, heightening the sense of gameplay immersion. Players can measure the acoustics of their room using the microphone on their DualSense. I don't know how that's possible. On the microphone on their DualSense wireless controller to apply the 3D audio setting that's optimized for their room. That's incredible. And then I think it talks about how this technology was used in the headsets before, and it goes something else here. But let me open this up actually. To enjoy 3D audio through your TV speakers, you'll first need to measure the room acoustics using a microphone and your wireless controller. Before you start measuring, make sure that the wireless controller device software is updated to the latest version and that the USB cable is unplugged. That's crazy how that's able to even determine that and do that, but that's cool. It sounds cool. I don't know. That's an interesting feature. I gotta see if I can figure out that. But I know I have a like a desk setup, right? I'm using like a, you know, most people have a whole gaming setup. So I have like a little sound bar. I don't know how that would work, but I guess I don't know. Have to mess with that. It says here, in addition, players with the Pulse 3D wireless headset now have access to Equalizer settings within sound controls, allowing them to customize the sound profile according to their preference. That's a pretty cool thing. And then this is like the Omega, right? This is the Mecca. This is the biggest thing that people cared about. And that was the M.2 SSD storage expansion. Now, essentially, it just allows you to pretty much go ahead and install a different storage if you want, for obvious reasons of more storage. But of course, you have to make sure you meet those requirements, which is cool. They have a link right here. I guess I'll open it just for the sake of the video. But here, yep, they have, you know, what is it, why add it, which can be used, the requirements. What's cool is they even give you a video breakdown. I'm glad they did that. I think that's something that's so important because someone like myself, as much as I'd like to think that I'm a tech guy, I don't know how to do stuff like that. So this is a really cool thing. So I might mess with it, but to be honest, I haven't had a need to do that stuff yet or worry about that. I'm one of those people, you guys can let me know how you guys are, but I'm one of those people that, like, when I'm done with the game, I delete it. I'm done. You know, unless it's like a game that I know I'm going to return back into or something like that, I'm going to take it off. So that doesn't bother me, but this is again for those that like to have everything installed, right? And also it comes with like internet connection, right? Some people don't have like unlimited internet, so maybe they just can't afford to keep installing games and stuff like that, or uninstalling and installing, or maybe their internet's a little bit slower, or they just don't have access to stuff like that. So this is always a good thing. I'm glad they finally did that, so that's great. And this is the stuff that I said that I remember seeing, and I was like, what is this? This is so cool. So here, I had to try this out. And for those of you that have tried it out, please let me know how this works, because this is so interesting. PlayStation Remote Play app and PlayStation app enhancements. It looks like we're going to start with the Remote Play app. With the Remote Play app, players have enjoyed the ability to remotely stream and play PS4 and PS5 games, right? Switch between games and browse their console's menus on any compatible device connected to their broadband network. Now, players using the mobile app for iOS and Android have the option of using a mobile data connection when Wi-Fi is not available. You're telling me somehow I don't have to be home to play my PlayStation games? Am I hearing that correctly? That's the part where I'm like, is this kind of like an xCloud, not like an alternative, that's not the word I'm looking for, not competitor either, but just like a similar experience. Does this mean I have to try this out? That's just something I'm gonna have to just try out, but it makes it sound like I can be at grandma's house and I don't need to be, I'm not on the same Wi-Fi network to be able to connect to my PlayStation. Does this mean I could just go on my mobile data or even on the Wi-Fi at grandma's house and still pay my PlayStation there? That's insane. So that's something I need to know how that works. I'm going to try it out myself, but it sounds crazy because that might be something that I think I've been looking for. Who knows? But it also says broadband internet has to be at least 5 megabytes per second is required for PlayStation Remote Play. And then for the best experience, we recommend a high-speed connection with an upload and download speed of at least 15 megabytes per second. To help manage the amount of data used through a mobile connection, players can select their preferred video quality for mobile data streaming. Please note the quality and connectivity of the remote play experience may vary, of course, depending on your mobile carrier. That is all going to be dependent right on your connection. You got LTE. Those of you that got 5G, I know I got 5G in some spots here, so that's going to be perfect. Let me see what else. This is the other one. View share screen broadcast on the PlayStation app. Believe it or not, I have friends that we'll just share each other's screen just to kind of see what they're doing. They can see what I'm doing. I kind of like that experience. I think it's a pretty cool thing. But it looks like simply enough, you're just going to be able to have that option now on the actual PlayStation app. I guess we can go into details here. It says starting Thursday, September 23rd, a PlayStation app update will begin rolling out globally and give users the ability to view their friends' share screen broadcast together. That's just a pretty cool thing. Like, let's just say someone wants to show you something. I'm not home or whatever, so I just can't see it in real time. But the fact that I can do that on the PlayStation app now to just watch it real quick from there, that's pretty sick, actually. So I'm actually really excited to even give that a shot. It says to start, join a party, voice chat party, just like how it is on the console, from your mobile device with a friend who's playing the PS5 console. Then ask your friend to start their share screen broadcast, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we know that. The Android version of the update is a phased release. It may take 1 week until the update is available on your mobile device. That sucks for Android devices, but I guess regardless, you'll get it at some point. And it looks like they even did some PS4 console enhancements. We're also introducing some new features for PS4, including the ability for players to view their PlayStation 5 trophies on their PS4 profile and trophy list. Players can also view other players' PS5 trophies on PS4. On both PS4 and PS5 consoles, party owners now also have the ability to disband a party without having to remove players individually. That's cool. They're still supporting little stuff like that for the PlayStation 4, so that's neat. That's pretty much it, yeah. Overall, this is a solid update. I thought this was good. Obviously, the biggest one, I think, is without a doubt going to be the M.2 SSD storage expansion. This is what everybody wanted. So this, I know, made a lot of people happy. And I think, to me, believe it or not, stuff like this is what I'm actually really excited to kind of test out. And aside from the remote play is probably where I'm more excited for, right, to be able to try this out at grandma's house. I think another cool thing is the customization of your control center. That's what I want to say. Being able to move that power button over, right, and maybe the profile icon over, because I do tend to use those more. I think those are probably the bigger things. So cool. Overall, I think I'm really happy with this update. Let me know down below, are you guys excited about, well, the update's already live, so do you like this update? I guess at this point, let me know your thoughts about it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoy this channel, my content, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. Again, I'm Lethal1Up. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.